Yo, what up, chat? So I can't tell you if we're gonna have connection throughout this whole thing. Welcome to part 2 of the stream, by the way. We got to a point where connection was just like no bueno. Like that was not going to happen. But we're continuing on the next journey. So hopefully you can ride with me. If it lags, it lags, but we're doing something that's never been done before. So you never know. I haven't done this before, guys. Nobody has. So it's time to roll. Ooh, I'm so glad I didn't wear flip-flops. I also might not be able to see chat at certain points, but I turned the quality down as much as I could, really, with it still looking decent. So hopefully the stream looks a little decent. All right, let's go climb a temple. So we got to this island, right, that there was no connection whatsoever, but what they told me was, I thought they were joking. They said, this right here is called the Tree of Life. And I was like, okay, like Animal Kingdom? Like, oh, that's cute. That's what you call your tree. And they're like, no. Stand by this tree. It's the only place that you get connection. And sure enough, I stood by there and I had just enough to end the stream because the stream was still going, you know? But, dude, that tree saved my life. I don't know what that was about. It was just a small little tree, but they said stand by the tree. What is this, a vine? Hey, welcome back, everybody. We're on a hiking journey right now. Brenda, Haley, Marcus, D minor scale. Hola, amigo. Heidi, hello. This could be fun.
That's true.
What's up, Philip? You're brave hiking in that thing.
Yeah.
I thought I had it bad with the backpack. You got it worse than me. Oh, wow. Wow. Are you kidding me? Look at this thing, dude.
Oh no, man. You're funny. Okay, my friends, let's gather a little closer here.
They signed a different waiver.
Their tour guide doesn't know it's mine. Okay, iguana.
Tastes like chicken.
Officially welcome to Lamanai. Lamanai is one of the sites that has been the longest inhabited. And this site is one of the few sites that has retained the actual meaning of the name that it has. However, Lamanai is not the original name of this site. This site has changed the name because of all the different types of people that have been here. So the name changed. The original name for this site is Yana Ha'ayin. Yana, under, Ha, water, Ayin, crocodile. Eventually that translated, they don't really have a name for submerged, so underwater crocodile, submerged crocodile. Now from there it changed name to Laman Ha'ayin, then to Lamanai, and then finally to Lamanai. So if I would ask you to pronounce it, how would you say it? Lamanai. Now you're gonna say Lamanai, right? So that is what happened with the name of this site. Now this site was explored, excavated, and restored by Dr. David Pendergast from the Ontario Museum of Canada. He started a project right here in 1974, and his project took 12 years. After he finalized the project, every year he had been coming if he had the chance to come and do minor research and modifications to the site itself. Now, the total capacity of inhabitants that Lamanai had at its peak was 45 to 60,000 inhabitants in a 10 square mile site, okay? And when they were doing scanning onto this site, they found more than 800 structures here at Lamanai. However, today we only get to see around 3% of that, okay, today. So out of the entire site, the archaeologists found it very important to show you the main happenings here at Lamanai. So what you get to see is the actual city, the downtown, like we would like to call it, the center of the city. Now what do we have here? We have the Jaguar Temple. How did this temple get its name? More than 800 structures. They couldn't really put a name for us to remember each and every single structure. So they decided to go with the basic. You see the masks that are on each side? The stylized stone masks? Well, the Mayas built symmetrically. What's on one side is on the other. That's actually a depiction of a jaguar. If you see the eyes at the top, one on each side, the center is the nose, the mouth under, and the further little holes on each side, that's actually, what do you think it is? Ears. The ears? Not exactly. Young people have a little, how would you call it, a style now. The young people use something that they do on their ears,
Plugs.
something like gauges. Well, these are actually ear flares. The Mayas used to do it to the entire ear, and they would do it with jade. Okay? Wow. So that's what this is. Now, what was done here is that the Mayas built in different modifications. They had the original that dates back to 600, and on top of that, you will see the modifications that go further out. So they built like an onion in layers, one layer over another over another. They did not believe in destroying what their ancestors had left for them. And that is one of the reasons why we appreciate and try to keep what our ancestors have left for us. So hence, that's one of the reasons why we don't climb just any structure. Okay? If you notice, limestone is very delicate. So when it comes to these structures, they don't have proper ways of climbing. The one we get to climb, it has proper handrails and it's safe for you. Your safety is our priority, and the safety of these structures is also our priority.
What about their safety?
That's a different company.
Oh, okay. We don't talk about them.
My concern is you all, okay? Not them.
Just elaborate on that. We're actually trying to work on getting it passed that no one climbs up the front. We already got the high temple, that's law, so nobody can climb up the front. But as in our contract with your ship, we've all agreed that we don't climb up the front because of the reasons I mentioned. Right?
Yeah.
Preservation.
Good call.
Yes. So what happened here, they actually found one of the most important findings. So the jaguar was seen as the most powerful land animal for the Maya, who also was the one responsible to take your soul after death through the 9 levels of the underworld. Now what they found here is this mask right here. It's a jade mosaic mask, and it's pieces of jade put together in the form of a face. And along with these, their figurines and their pottery. Now here in the center, they found a large amount of skeletal remains of white-tailed deers, and what they were doing there, I think it was just a very big barbecue and they were celebrating. I'm just kidding about but what actually we think happened is that was a form of offering that they offered to their gods. Now onto that other side, we have the royal complex where the royal and his family used to live. Any questions?
Is there an interior to this?
All of these structures are solid. So as it goes in, you won't have any rooms into it.
So what was the purpose? Just a temple for God?
Ceremonial purposes.
Okay.
To do different types of offerings.
The idea is the higher you build, the closer you are to the god.
Right.
So the structures are built solid because they are temples and not residential. Sorry, residential structures, right? Okay. We do find residential areas that you can go inside and stuff like that. Those are mainly gone.
It'd be nice if the jerk-offs got out of there so we could get a picture of it without them in there. There you go.
Well, maybe when we come back, there's nobody here. But maybe we can start heading to the other structure.
Then I left photo.
Huh?
Yeah, they're leaving.
There, that.
Oh, there you go.
I want to get a picture of one of them rolling down.
Yeah.
Well, at this time, you can get as close to the mask and you can take pictures with the mask. And
You can
then,
go up 4 steps if you want to take pictures in the front. Up like the first level. You can go up to the first level, sit on the stairs, whatever if you want to take pictures.
and if you want help taking your pictures, your tour guides are also photographers.
Yeah, I want to get a selfie. It's right over there.
Do you want to get a picture, Melissa?
Yeah, maybe we can have her do the whole room.
Where is he? We're going to see if they'll take a picture of our whole group. Hey, Sydney, can you take a picture of our group? Where's Pat? Are we going up the 4 steps? We're going to take a picture, honey.
You can sit on the stairs if you want. Go up 4 steps.
Wow.
Yeah, so we can stagger.
Because all the riches that they have done in that 50 years, they will offer.
Okay, so chat, this is like one of the craziest things I've ever done in my entire life. They said that you can go up a few steps, but you can't go all the way to the top. There is one that we're going to be climbing, which is the tallest structure on the island, and hopefully we got connection over there. But I think we're going to be all right, like connection-wise. Knock on ancient Mayan sacrificial god temples. Yeah, so apparently, I mean, like Bob was saying, or Sydney is his real name. Like they actually they weren't residential, so like nobody lived in them per se, but they built them because the idea was the taller you build the temple, the closer you are to God. So it's like a sacrificial sort of thing. So this is Jaguar Temple. Over here is where they found the deer, the skull of the deer, which they think were like sacrifices to the gods or something. So like this little stone area. This is crazy. This is crazy, Chad. I hope you're liking this. This is pretty dope. It's pretty sick. Jesse, thank you for hanging out with us. John Tompkins. Oh, I'm with the wrong tour group. I'm just walking away. I almost left you. Tastes like chicken. Dude, look at this freaking temple, bro. So for those of you just now tuning in, we're back for part 2, hanging out here in Belize, checking out some temples. It's no big deal, you know, it's just like a part of ancient history, you know. I'm gonna try to get another selfie over here just to make sure. I looked around, I was like, they don't look at all what they used to look like. I was like, oh, that's because they're not them. I'm just walking off.
Oh, but it came from up there somewhere.
This is how you selfie game. Selfie gang. Selfie gang. Tastes like chicken. So every time they say, hey, iguana, iguana, you have to go, tastes like chicken. I don't know why. You just got to do it.
Oh, I might have.
You guys are asking what part it is. It's in Belize. It's
That is not a banyan tree.
trying to see what it is. If anybody knows what temple this is, or what this is, type it in chat, because I can't pull it up right now. It's not the one that starts with an X, it's the other one. Paul Karen UK, thank you guys for the super chat. Thank you very much. Thanks for supporting what we do here.
That's cool.
Oh, you're good. Thank you, though. Get off me, bugs.
There is actually a drain spout that the Mayas put in. You see the drain spout right there?
Yeah. What is it?
It's a part of the original wall, and there's a drain spout right over there.
T-Miner, it's like in my bag. I'm gonna grab it. If the bugs get any worse, I'm gonna grab it. But usually bugs are pretty good with me. But then again, I am in Belize. This is so cool. It's quite the hike too. What's up, Papa May? Figured you'd like something like this.
At some point in time, it had big walls and hoops around it, and they lived inside.
That was a wall right there. The rooms are inside.
Okay.
Big Al got me on some Nikes. Sorry, I was just talking to myself. So I really thought your name was Bob.
Nope.
Switched it up on me.
What they call me, Bob?
You have a whole river to yourself.
No, just a creek.
Sydney Creek? Okay, man, your job's amazing. This is incredible that you get to do this. Are you a history fan?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Timothy, thank you for the super chat. Thank you very much. I'm gonna back up a little bit here. Give Bob some room.
I can't even take 6 flights.
Okay, this looks like, is this the tallest structure? We might have to bust out the self.
Alam, alas sa confine back. Okay. Umbra Floreo. we found a little container with, just the tips of the pinky, that people would cut off, and that's a type of human sacrifice. They find also offerings. They found a container with different molars, like the teeth, so, people would give whatever they can, right? I mean, to try to appease the gods. So it is all in their perspective, right? And so here we also found, under the marker, they lifted the marker, there's a hole in the ground. And there was a clay pot, about 8 inches deep, 10 inches in diameter. It had a cover, a lid, and that was actually broken along with a part of the side of the vessel. Inside were 2 smaller lidded vessels. One contained cinnabar. Cinnabar is a pigmentation used by many cultures. It's a volcanic ore, or it's a toxic ore that has to be mined from volcanic areas. It gives you a brick red color. It's red. The Chinese used it a lot. And that obviously was not found in Belize, right? I mean, they have to mine it from somewhere else. So we have cinnabar. The other one contained iron pyrite dust. Iron pyrite, also known as fool's gold. Right? It's a golden color dust. These were both floating on 131.9 grams of liquid mercury. So where did the Mayans get liquid mercury? Aliens, right?
Yeah.
Well, the answer is right there. Cinnabar is the raw material for liquid mercury. If you heat cinnabar to 700 degrees Fahrenheit, you will get distilled liquid mercury. And the Chinese thought that that was the answer to everlasting life. Because if you actually take liquid mercury, you add sulfur and reheat it, you will get back cinnabar. So you can, keep going back and forth. And that really mystified the China. The first emperor of China thought that was the secret to everlasting life. And he would actually drink, liquid mercury. Which explain why he went crazy. But
Yeah.
So here we don't know if the Mayans were making the mercury or they were just gathering it from when they would get the cinnabar, because we don't find it anywhere. We don't find it a lot. There are only 4 sites where mercury was ever found in the Maya world. Lamanai in Caracol, which are both in Belize, Palenque in Honduras, and Teotihuacan in Mexico. Those are the only 4 places that mercury has ever been found, and in all cases they were used as an offering. So we believe they knew it was toxic, that they, but they didn't really have any application for it either, right? I don't find any thermometers around here, or mercury switches, But so we don't know what they were using it for. Now, the iron pyrite and cinnabar were used primarily in the coloring of the buildings. They would take lime, burn it to get white lime, and they would then add the red pigmentation, the cinnabar, and the iron pyrite into that, mix it with water, and they would plaster the buildings. The end result, you would get a brick red color. And when the sun would shine on the buildings, they would glitter. So we believe that is why when the Spaniards arrived, they thought these were cities made of gold. But what do we call iron pyrite?
Fool's gold.
So who were the first fools?
The Spaniards.
So let's not answer that, right? So that is pretty much a very important offering. Now we also know that this ball court was not a playing ball court, because it is actually right at the entrance to the plaza. Now, the ball court and the building we're looking at in the present state were built in 2 different times. All right? You have the huge walls on the other side. We have buildings there and all around on this side. We're not sure what these were. Because although we find 800 structures, these could be walls, buildings, you know, residential areas. We're not sure. In order for us to actually get a building restored to the point where you can look at it, there has to be more than one level. Like Shalini explained, you know, they build in levels. So the mound effect, that as I like to call it, that is the last building that would decay, and it would cover the buildings underneath. So these were all singular structures, so those are gone. We can't restore what's not there. All right? Thankfully, a modification was done to this building around 700 AD. Now, in the present state, if you put your attention to this building now, you got the stairs right up the middle. On either side, you can see what remains of two masks, right? On either side. There were 6 masks on either side of the stairway, and there was one up top. Charles, lend me a book. All right, there was one all the way up at the top, making it 30. So in
Look at that temple.
mythology, there were 9 levels of the underworld and 30 levels of the upper world. So the message being sent here is that once you underworld, you will enter into the upper world. All right? So it's a message. The king was saying, you know what? I am living in heaven. Now, the impact of this building would have been great. This building was built 100 BC. There are only 2 other buildings in the entire Maya world matching the height and time that this was built. There were only 3. The Mayans went from structures that were only 3 to 4 meters or 9 to 12 feet to this structure, which is 33 meters in height. Right? So that would have been a very big feat, something very unusual. You can imagine a Mayan living here, you know, in that time, and walking into this plaza and seeing this huge building. And that is what they were going for. They wanted that awe. They're looking for the shock because kings wanted people to believe that they were gods themselves. Right? And so this is how the modification would have looked at the last modification here. They pretty much covered everything, but they did not influence the height, right? And that is actually what saved this building for us, because it was this modification that deteriorated and pretty much saved the rest of the structure, right? So this is how it would have looked when it was finished, after the modification. You're looking at it how it looks now. That was the modification done, and this is the original building. This is what we are looking at now, right? However, there is partial influence. Tell people this is an artist's rendition, because what we are looking at is a mixture of both buildings. So it's not exactly this way, all right? But this is the more or less the idea of how it would have looked. All right? All right. Any questions? All right. Who's ready to get high? All right, folks. So if we're going to climb, we're going to leave our bags on the benches down here. It is not mandatory. It is optional. We're going to be using the stairs on the left. All right? Now, when coming down, if you come down to this point, you can walk out there. Do not come down the steps there, all right? You go back around and come down the wooden stair. All right? So if you're going up, follow Shalini.
Somebody watch the back.
Yes, I'll be down here.
Okay.
I don't know.
Shawty, I'm climbing this temple. I keep wanting to call it a mountain. It's not a mountain. All right, here we go. Chat. Tastes like chicken. Wow. Wow. Okay. Ready to climb to the top of that thing.
Iguana, wait for me.
You guys have. I've been trying to avoid them as much as possible. The elevators are so slow.
And then you finally get one and it's full.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, you get one, and there's these people that just come from the buffet, and
Now you just whoosh
they
in.
spent hours on at the buffet.
Wow, dude. I'm so glad that I did this. Here we go.
Do you do a lot of traveling to film stuff?
Yeah, well, I'm just starting to travel, but I live over in Orlando, so
Oh,
furthest I travel is Epcot.
oh, okay.
Yeah. That's my version of world traveling. So only is the one in the Mexico Pavilion.
Yeah. I need help. Oh yeah.
Yeah, we probably won't be able to maintain the same level of conversation the further up we get. All right, chat. Sorry about the connection. Hopefully it comes back.
Oh lordy, man, you got to push me.
Oh goodness, this is steep, ain't it?
It's a harder. I wonder how that side is.
It's convenient that they had these stairs back in the day.
Oh, I can make it. I thought we just had to keep going.
Third way, then.
Yeah.
Then that's back.
Oh,
We made it.
well, chat, welcome back. Welcome back. It's just a little thigh burner. Eee. Dude, look at this. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh.
I don't know who's coming.
After climbing those steps,
Did we make it?
Yeah.
Oh, good.
all right.
Oh, look at the ceiling.
So, did he tell you that this is the tallest structure in Belize? Oh, man-made?
Yeah.
This is third tallest. So, to get up top, you climb here. On your right, you take a right, then you go around and up top. However, let's give them a few more minutes
Seems a little crowded up there, huh?
Yes, it is. And the space is really small. Very small.
And hell, if you do this every day, you don't need to go to the gym.
Oh no.
This is all you need right here.
Can feel the tightening of your legs and
Yeah.
your calves.
Yeah, you're like upper thrust.
If you want a group picture, we can take it right now. You can climb here in the steps line this way. And then I'm gonna stoop down here and take a picture right here.
Sorry, Jan, are you gonna make it? Whoa! Maybe you should stay on the bottom step.
Yeah, I'm gonna stay right here. Where's my Dana?
Yeah, dude, D minor. We're gonna go. I didn't see that one coming. How we're gonna get to climb the actual. I'm gonna shimmy over here. So look, there's a rope right here. You don't never cross the rope, because next thing you know, you'll be tumbling down, and will actually be a sacrifice to the gods.
Ready? One.
Fairy Tale Journeys, what's up? Welcome.
What are you gonna show? BELIZE! Alright.
Yo, this is so
Start
cool.
making our way up top. Like I said,
There's more?
Oh, there's all more.
if you want to, you can. If not,
Oh, really?
okay, sure.
Yeah, that's true.
Right after you're up there, take a right and you go up top.
Oh, okay.
Oh, you go this way?
Once you take your pictures, remember, come down. Don't scare me up there.
I'll try.
Jane, don't let Mom tell you how to live your life. What? Don't let Mom tell you how to live your life.
Well, they're pretty narrow. I'm trying to help them.
Jane can do it.
The king, he had his elite family, and then you had the priest. He was also elite, but a different generation. He will teach astronomy only to his generation, to his children. And then the family that live outside.
Oh my gosh. Look at this, guys. I gotta get it for Instagram too. Holy moly.
Yeah, but you know, you can die on your way to work too.
Oh, so might as well be here. Near the gods.
This is B-roll. I'm getting some B-roll here.
You know the B-roll.
Stairs or design?
Ready?
It's amazing.
From the back is known that there was carpet.
I'm the king of the world. I'm the king of Belize. Holy my goodness gracious. What an amazing view, guys, from up here at the very tallest structure in Belize.
Coming up, hon? Gets easier once you get to there.
Wow.
You're not as likely to
Yo,
die.
chat, what do you think?
No trees.
Yeah, how do you get back down? Well, you find a way eventually.
Yes, exactly. And it's pointing directly through the balcony.
Yeah, the vertigo is real, not gonna lie.
On the other side of the balcony, it was pointing directly.
But as long as you got your feet planted, it's not really going anywhere. Wow, I do feel closer to the... I could see how they would think that you would be closer to the gods the higher up you build it, because it kind of does feel like you're closer to the clouds, you know?
Where he's facing west, because it's a burial. Yeah. So it's facing west. The sun. Yes. Where only the ruler.
Guys, I don't know what other live stream you're watching, but
People were buried underneath their house.
it ain't this.
But kings would be buried in the burial.
Oh my gosh, there's a butterfly way up here. A butterflarian sacrifice to the god. My voice is a little... My voice is a little shaky right now. I mean, I'm good. Standing on the edge like that isn't very fun.
No pushing.
I got you, Jim. Okay.
Who's that?
I think this is the high point.
Oh,
Can I go that way, Jay?
I'm going down.
You gotta go to the high point.
No, I don't. Right there. Put your
Yes, you do. You came all this way. There you go. Don't you feel like you've accomplished something now?
Yep. There you go. Take a picture of the high point. You gotta be on the high point.
Okay, so there's a little, just to let you know, there's a little coin area right over here. What looks like a little mark, where it's the official highest point in all of Belize.
I suppose.
Come on, buddy. You made it this far. Get up there. Good job, Raj. You made it.
All right,
All right, Jane.
here's the tallest point in all of Belize.
All right, I'll help you out. Just up there.
I feel accomplished. And now we go back down.
Melissa, you want me in front of her?
Oh, thank you, Edward. Yes, it is a very spiritual sort of experience, guys. I'm having trouble kind of putting it in words, but it's amazing. All right, well, we climb back down now.
So these ones is going to be going down like you're going down. Ready? Okay, iguana.
Tastes like chicken.
Let's start coming down.
There you go.
Pretty good method, isn't it? Yeah.
The butt shimmy.
I don't think it tastes like chicken.
Yeah.
You can do a Rod.
It's like chicken, but chewy.
Oh, you think that's better?
Yeah, or go down backwards. That's another good way.
You are safe and you make the gods
Don't go down sideways.
cleaning their stuff.
Ooh, there's a nail there.
There you go, Jane. Oh, that's like a tasty. Good, G.
Go down this. Which way did we go down?
We have to go down
The same way, yes. Same way you came up, same way
There you
down.
go. That's a
You
good
good,
way,
Raj?
Whew. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Yo, did you guys feel like you just climbed that? Now we gotta go back down those giant steps. The big ones. Whew. Dude, I never thought I'd be doing this stream right now. If you would have asked us a year ago, me and Mafia, if we would be right here in Belize climbing an ancient Mayan temple, I would have said you're crazy. But you know what? We're pushing the boundaries this year for what's possible. And this is just the start. I promise you, this is just the start.
Careful. Watch your step.
When we get down to the bottom, though, we're going to get some water.
That's the way to climb it. The rope was tied here.
What's up, Kevin?
Raj is there, so imagine so. Yeah, she is.
I know. It's crazy. It's crazy, guys. The river's name down there? Hey, let me ask.
Lamanai community.
I have a question for you.
Lamanites live.
Yeah.
What is the river? Someone's asking, is it the Rio something?
The New River. New River and the New River Lagoon.
Okay, and where's that at? Over That way? Is that the one that we traveled on to get here?
Yes, and that travels
cool.
from south to north.
Okay, awesome. Thank you. That answers the question.
Okay, ladies first.
No, today's gentleman first.
Okay, I got you.
It's a liability to let ladies go first.
I need to make sure you don't jump off when I'm turning around.
Oh, yeah. Well, done crazy things, but not that crazy.
Oh, dude, F's in the chat. Thanks, guys.
I think so.
So what's your program?
Woo! Holly, welcome.
Nice.
This is amazing, guys. This is amazing. I'm so happy that you were able to share this with me. It ain't over yet, though. What goes up must come down.
So what now, Shorty?
Well, now we go down in one piece, and we get our bags, and we go to the last structure.
Yeah.
Okay. You climb that or no?
Well, we have like
Ooh, careful with that one.
Yeah, you got
I
a loose
say
one
half
here.
because we walk with like walking in different time periods.
I feel like Bear Grylls right now. Except he never really had steps. It's a climb. Teresa. Oh, thank you, thank you. So I guess the connection's not very good on these steps. So hang tight.
Man, that was way up there. I'm going to take a picture of here.
You are now shocked.
Yo, what up, chat? We're waiting for this picture to come back. There we are. Oh my goodness. Can you believe it? That was unbelievable that we climbed the very top of the tallest structure in all of Belize. Whew. Crazy, crazy. Look at that. Ronnie, this is so cool. Sorry guys, couldn't really read chat while I was doing that too much. Tracy, Lucky Minute. All the Mercury in the temple. How far do they have to transport the stones from the quarry? Oh way. Is that a real question, Shaya? This is unbelievable. Are my legs hurting? Not really. That was just a light. That was a light little climb. I mean, it's moderate for sure, but tastes like chicken. Whew. We did that. We did that, Scott. That was amazing. We did that. That was amazing. Kevin, thank you, my friend. Thank you, my friend. Thank you, people, for joining. We still have one temple left.
didn't know we were taking off right away.
We're not over. It still isn't over. The Notebook, anybody?
Yeah, she did. She made it all the way. Yeah.
That was so dope. Carousel Kim, hello. Teresa. That was amazing. B Disney, hi. How's it going? I gotta get some. I'm gonna get some water out of my bag, y'all. Hold the phone. Thank you. Thank you. Sorry. Sorry about the connection.
They're right there hanging on the tree.
Oh, yeah, I see it.
If you look around, there's a little one that just went through.
I want to make Where's the shade? I want to make it.
You won't.
Everybody see the monkey? Monkey? Yeah.
Rocket is a monkey.
I have no clue. I need
Okay, let's move forward.
No, I know who that was. I have no idea.
So if you guys can hear me, put some emojis in chat if you can hear me. We might not be able to see for a little bit, but if you can hear me. Oh, welcome back. Sorry, I meant to say Belize in chat. Forgive me, I just climbed a temple. All right, we're back. By the way, Tracy Taylor just super chatted $20. Said thank you for doing something I wouldn't be able to do. Tracy, thank you very, very much for that super chat. $20 this is a lot, so thank you very much. I'm trying to fix the problem is I can't fix my backpack because we can't stop. Let me tell you something. Should be a little better. Ooh. Oh, wow.
You've been sleeping and you were still sleeping when I got out. So you don't know. Friday.
We were all in the same hotel room.
Look at that face.
On the boat right here. Blew away. This way, iguana, iguana. Let's gather to the right.
So this was reconstructed.
Right.
And you sat for that.
Okay, so welcome to the Mass Temple. And you see why they put the Mass Temple? Right? The masker there, you have Mass Temple. So this Mass Temple dates back to 100 BC. Wow. Almost the same time frame as the High Temple. And this temple has 5 construction levels, original one and 4 modifications. Now, when it comes to this temple, two major findings were found here. But let me tell you a little bit more before I tell you what they found here. The mask that you're seeing, it's actually a fiberglass replica. They decided to cover the original, which is like a feet, 2 feet behind, but the original is still there. Reason why? To preserve it. Lots of people come here, they put sunblock, they put bug spray, they want to touch the mask, and limestone is very delicate. So as to preserve what our ancestors have left for us, they decided to do the replica. We are also part of the tropics. We get hurricanes and all of those stuff. So to preserve it, they did that. Now the original looks something like this.
Oh, wow. Oh, that's a good replica.
That's why I said exactly the same. And as you can see in all structures, what's on one side is on the other. So the mask that you see here is the same mask that you see there. What happened to this mask? If you observe the mask really good, you will tell that this mask has very broad nose and very thick lips. This traces back to the Olmecs. So the people right here, the mask that you see has Olmec characteristic. Now this face is actually within the mouth of a crocodile. Hence the reason of the name for the site, submerged crocodile. The crocodile is the strongest water animal that we have here in the lagoon. So the Jaguar Temple had the jaguar because it's the strongest as well in the land. The crocodile is the strongest in water. Now the construction levels. In there, they have the 100 BC temple, which looks like this. When they tunneled inside these structures, they found different modifications, and it's filled up, and then the beautification comes on top. So the people or the Maya, they don't destroy what they had been left. It's, for example, you have a father and a son. The father builds this place how he wants it. However, he passes away. The son loves what his father has there. However, he might not like the style. So what he does, he fills it up with stones, and then he beautifies it and makes it to the own style he wants it. And that's how it goes from almost every 50 years. So this one was the first one. Later on came this one. And in this second modification, you can see that there are 4 masks. You see 2, right? Here it comes, third modification. This is what you are seeing right now. Where you have the 2 masks, the other 2 masks are right up top, covered up. The 4th modification, they covered up the mask. They extended the little room here in the center, and they made the building a little bit more bigger. Last construction level, this one right here. It went all the way out. The steps that you climbed in are within the 5th, 4th, and 3rd construction levels. Walking into what is the 3rd modification, okay? Here, they covered up everything. Now, let me get to what they found here. Remember I told you they found 2 main findings in this structure. Here in the center of the structure, they found 1. There, they found a tomb. Within that tomb, they found potteries of jade pendants, and offerings that they made to this person. Hence, another finding that they had in there is that this person was wearing jaguar skin. Not any Maya was able to wear jaguar skin. Okay? So, who do you think this person was?
The one
That
ancestor,
American.
yeah.
The
Spaniard. The Spaniard?
the person who joined the tribe when they got captured.
You're talking about Gonzalo Guerrero?
Yeah.
Yes.
That Spanish guy?
Yeah, that guy.
Yeah.
Great.
And so many greats after, right? No, my friend. It's not him.
Is it?
No
Somebody
cheating.
said no. I'm not. Somebody said in my chat. Is it Mayan King Kinish Jabab Paka? I don't know how to say that.
No.
Kind of sounded like shish kebab.
Correct. I'm getting
It's a
there.
king.
Do you want to know who it was?
Yeah.
Yes.
No,
They don't know.
Okay, let me tell you who they found here. They found the remains of very, very rude tourists. I'm kidding, my friends. I'm kidding, right? They actually found this guy that was here, which is a ruler or a king, as how you had said.
Yes.
And they don't exactly know the name of this guy because the glyph writings out of all of the ones that have been found here aren't, there's only one stela that they actually found the perfect glyph writings on it. The name of that ruler or that person in that stela was Lord Smoking Shell. However, I'm not really sure if this here guy is actually Lord Smoking Shell because they found this stela reading at another structure, not this one, okay? Now, apart from him, they found on that corner the remains of a female. And being a female, knowing that your remains are found within the structure, right here along with this guy, it represents something very special because females weren't looked at as being superior. They lived in a society that female were looked as inferior. Now, being that she was found here means that she was part of this ruling family because not any Maya was able to be buried within structures. They had to be part of the elites, okay? Now, they don't know what relationship they had, if it was a brother and a sister, or a father and a daughter, or a husband and a wife, okay? They did the DNA, but it was, it couldn't get through to the actual DNA's results of it. So, their relationship is still unknown. Any questions?
Wait, so you said that that couldn't have been a Mayan because they weren't allowed to wear
The Jaguar skin.
Jaguar.
Yes,
Why is
not
that?
any Maya was able to use Jaguar skin.
But the
It was
king
only
could.
the king or the elite that were able to use it.
So Jack.
Any other questions?
Yeah. Oh, the howler monkeys.
No? Okay, so you can take pictures
Oh, it's
with the
howler
mask,
monkeys.
and
What?
you can get as close to the mask. We don't climb this one, remember, safety. This one doesn't have proper handrails and proper steps. So get as close to the mask, take your pictures, and as soon as you have your pictures, we start heading down because lunch is waiting for us.
I'm good.
If you need help taking pictures, we're here. We can help you.
This is the coolest thing I think I've ever experienced.
In front of the mask gallery or no? Yeah. Is that the same? Yeah.
It's brighter though.
That one's brighter. You can see
Thank you very much. Ready? 1, 2, 3. All right. Thank you. You're welcome. Yeah. Yeah.
Dude, look at this dude. I want to pick his nose. I feel like that must be good luck.
It's crazy, right?
Oh, dude, it's crazy.
They're slick. That house is slippery.
All right, well, this is gonna be just about as good of a time as any to end the stream, folks. So thank you so much for joining. I think this has been a truly spiritual experience, honestly. I mean, I feel like I learned something today, and I feel like I came away with this with something that was just so special. Ronnie, thank you for the super chat. Ronnie, the Po Boy's mom, super chatted $10. Says, thanks, Chris, for taking us along on this amazing adventure. And so Ronnie, thank you for, or Ronnie's mom, thank you for the super chat. But wow, I'm super happy that we did this. Very, very thankful. And thankful for all of you to be here experiencing this magic, man. It truly was magical. So thank you guys. I'm going to end it here. We're going to go have a breakfast. Continue following me over on Instagram. I'm going to be posting things that I don't post that would, you know, when we're not live. Of course, join the Discord server. That'll be the best way to let you know when we go live, other than just subscribing. And as always, if you're new here, hit the subscribe button, because this is the first of many travel adventures this year. So thank you, everybody, for joining. I love you all. Goodbye from Belize. I'll see you all soon. I don't know, some sort of Mayan lunch. So I'll show you on Instagram, though. Follow me over there at Spokesman. And I'll see you guys later. Peace out, everybody.